This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, hi, everyone. Welcome to your Thursday.
How you going, Swanee? How's your day been?
I'm very excited because you know that I love my music
Yeah.
and I love my old school music. We are thrilled to welcome to the studio before the end of the show. In fact, next, the writer and performer of this iconic Australian track. What a song. Never go that far. Oh, now I know. You know, I received a delivery of a new speaker and microphone this week because my one in my bedroom, too far. Got to be able to sing in the kitchen.
Yeah,
so
right.
I've got two now.
Two?
And I'm going to be hitting Scar tonight, don't you
Can you
worry.
believe it's been 20 years?
20 years.
And Missy Higgins is being inducted into the ARIA Hall of Fame. So we're going to catch up with her next and hear all about that.
Very exciting.
Also, after 3 o'clock, sweeping statements and another chance to win a trip to Hong Kong in Chrissy's dumpling discovery. Make sure you've registered via the Nova Player app if you'd like to go up against our carryover champ.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
What a thrill. I've never met her before. Missy Higgins, welcome.
Thank you.
Gosh, it's so thrilling to meet you because we've got so many people in common that we really, really love, like Claire Bowditch and Ryan Shelton and Ben Abraham. I'm wearing his T-shirt today.
Beautiful Ben Abraham. I've got the same shirt.
Isn't he a wonderful boy?
He is.
Very exciting news for you with the Arias.
I know.
Inducted into the Hall of Fame.
How did that come to you? Like, how was it broken to you?
Oh, in a pretty boring way, just through an email via my manager. But
no.
yeah, I knew that I was up for it. I mean, it was very exciting. I couldn't quite believe it. I was like, me? Hall of Fame?
I know. You're only 20. I don't know how this happened.
My album is 20. I think that's what you're getting mixed up.
I cannot believe that album, that amazing, perfect album is 20 years old. I still listen to it a couple times a month. Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Do you still get surprised at the reaction those songs get? Like the love that is still there? And do you find that there's new fans falling in love with that album, The Sound of Why?
I find that there is a generation of people whose mum has played them that album in the car. It's always my mum played me that album in the car, you know, on long road trips and that kind of thing. So that's really cool. Like, my fan base is really, like, the age range is huge. At every show, there's really old people, really young people, everything in between. Like, I feel incredibly lucky.
You were only 21 or 20 or something when you released that. You wrote it, and
yeah, most of the songs I wrote as a teenager for that song.
I
for
just
that album.
can't fathom that. Like, when I was 20, I was working in a supermarket and smoking durras in the car park, and then you were creating this perfect album.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I just wrote these songs in my bedroom when I was living at home with my parents, and it was just me pouring out my teenage angst and confusion and heartbreak and trying to, you know, put everything into context around me, like all of my friends getting into certain things and drifting away from me. And I don't know, there was so much that I was experiencing for the first time, I think. And so those emotions were really quite potent.
And you've been touring it, the whole album, as, you know, part of the celebration of the 20-year anniversary. What is the reaction when the first bars of Scar start up?
So much excitement.
Oh, I know. Even just thinking about it, I'm buzzing.
It's a do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, my God. It just takes me back to that supermarket deli.
And then your new album, The Second Act, will be released on the 6th of September.
It will, yeah.
Can you tell us about that and what we can expect from that album?
Well, that album is, I'm calling it kind of the unofficial follow-up to The Sound of White because there feels like there's a similarity between the two. They're both very raw and very vulnerable. It's an album about my separation from my husband a couple of years ago, who's the father of my two kids.
Yes.
And I wrote a lot of these songs late at night after my kids are in bed, you know, kind of whispering the songs into my recording machine and drinking whiskey and crying. And then...
Do you have a relationship with him where you sort of give him a heads up about some of the music or play him some of the songs, or no?
Yeah, we're on really good terms. Like, we're really good mates, and I sent him all the songs. He said that he didn't want to listen to them until the last minute because he wasn't quite ready for it, and I was really nervous when I sent him the album.
Yeah.
But I was amazed by his response. He just thought it was my best work yet, and it made him really emotional. And he said, "I just think it's so beautiful and so honest, and I think it was really fair."
How amazing.
And how nice to get a response like that and not just a
Yeah.
letterhead from a lawyer.
Yeah.
Now, Missy, you have announced your biggest show yet, Friday, December 6th at Sydney My Music Bowl as an encore performance to the sold-out The Second Act tour. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at frontiertouring.com/Missy Higgins.
And it's going to be the biggest show I've done in Melbourne since the Sound of White days.
Wow.
Will you stick around, Missy Higgins? I've made up a crazy FM radio game to play with you, even though you don't really seem like that sort of person. I'm going to embarrass myself and make you do it.
Okay.
The Chrissy Swan Show. At Priceline Pharmacy, members get more. Sister Club members enjoy $5 rewards vouchers, exclusive goodie bags, special member offers, and more. Remember to scan your Sister Club card every time you shop.
Shop, scan, reward, repeat at Priceline.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are joined by the legendary and ARIA Hall of Fame entrant coming up, the great Missy Higgins. Thank you so much for sticking around, lady.
No worries.
Hey, Missy, is it true you're going to be performing at the Logies this Sunday night?
Yes.
How exciting.
Correct.
Tune in.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm going to be playing for the In Memoriam segment.
Oh,
That I can tell you.
right.
Are you singing one of yours or a...
I'm singing a song off The Sound of White.
It's not the
I
special.
don't know if I can say it
No,
or
tell
not.
us
I
off
probably
air.
can, but yeah.
It's not the special
I don't
tune.
want to get
Tell
in
us,
trouble.
tell us.
It's The Sound of White, which is a song about
It's so good. I
someone
listened to
very
it.
close to me that passed away when we were
I
young.
listened to that this morning. It's going to be amazing. All right, now, Missy Higgins, that album, that Sound of White album, which changed all our lives back in the day, is 20... Scar and really anything off that album, it's one of those sounds that takes you back to exactly where you were at that time. I can see the car I was driving. I knew the shoes that I loved. Like, it's just so evocative. And I thought, what a year to have a song out. And we are going to play a round of...
Is it a Hitty or a Missy?
You've heard of Hit or Miss. This is Hitty or Missy. We're going to play you little grabs of songs that came out the same time as your amazing album. And you're going to tell us whether it was a Hitty or a Missy. You ready?
Okay, so I don't have to tell you what the song is, just
Nah.
if it was a Hitty or a Missy.
Yep.
Yeah.
In my opinion, or just on the charts?
In
Your
yours.
personal opinion.
Oh.
Your
God.
personal, as
I'm
a
gonna get into
peer,
trouble.
as a peer of these people on the charts, what is your opinion? Let's
Song
play
number one.
You would have been too cool to know this.
I don't know this one.
Kevin Little.
Oh, it was the worst song of the year.
Okay,
Terrible.
I'm going to say Missy.
Yes, that's Missy. All right, this one.
Nickelback.
Yeah, I was about to say Nickelback. Oh, I'm going to have to say Missy.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes.
Yeah.
Jack and I argue over Nickelback because I think they're foul. And there's something Boganic
There's something
in Jack's-
Boganic.
But
Yeah.
they were very blokey though. Like
Yeah.
very emo blokey, like tattoo with a beard kind
And
of.
that lyric, I like your pants around your feet, just made me sick and
Ew.
still does. I know.
Gross.
Alrighty, song number 3.
Hitty. I love that song.
Absolute
I
tune.
do too. Ashley Simpson.
Yeah,
you
Ashley
forget.
Simpson. Breakout.
So good.
All I think about when I hear that is her on SNL and the backing track started.
That's right. It was the mime fail,
Yes.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
And she
was like,
missed the
she was like
cue.
slouching around the stage, and then
She
didn't
said
know
she
what
had
to do.
reflux or something.
Yes.
It's like, oh, doll.
Darn. Alrighty, song number 4.
Missy Elliott.
No.
No. That's that elephant one.
Oh yeah.
This is
Who
Kellis.
is this one? Kellis.
Kellis
yeah.
Milkshake.
I loved this song.
This was a
So
tune.
did I, yeah.
Such a good film clip.
It is.
Where is she? I
There's
wonder.
a great scene in Mean Girls of the young daughter dancing to that. That's what I always think
I mean,
of.
I'm sure I guessed Kellis or Khalees or whatever, however you pronounce it, at least 7 times on The Masked Singer. All right, let's finish with this one. Missy Higgins, is this a Hitty or a Missy?
With nothing but a t-shirt on,
Simpson theme.
Jessica.
I'm going to say Missy. Sorry.
I agree.
Yeah, not so keen on that one.
Just not as
I
good as
barely
Ashley.
remember it, which says a lot.
That's it, correct. That's
There
all
was
we
a
need
lot
to
of
know.
sort of like glossy puckering and writhing going on the
and
in the
kind
film
of
clip.
whispery, sexy, voicey.
Yeah.
With you.
Missy Higgins, thank you so much for coming in. Make sure you get tickets to her show, the second act, at the Sydney My Music Bowl. Tickets on sale tomorrow at frontiertouring.com/Missy Higgins. And get her new album on September 6th, the second act. Thank you so much for coming in.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
It's getting close.
Discover Hong Kong with Cathay Pacific, connecting you to meaningful people, places, and experiences. Book now at cathaypacific.com. Chrissy's Dumpling Discovery.
Yeah, look, this time tomorrow somebody is going to win the ultimate prize. If you're only working this out now, it is Chrissy's Dumpling Discovery, and here is the prize. Tickets to Hong Kong, flying Cathay Pacific, staying at the Overlow. Amazing.
5 nights, including breakfast, may I add.
I mean, that's
Yum.
enough of a holiday.
Yeah.
But we are throwing in, thanks to Hong Kong Tourism Board, return private transfers from the airport, etc. Your SIM cards are sorted. You and a friend, by the way. The octopus card, so you can travel around like a local on public transport. 2 Hong Kong passes with 6 activities fully loaded, including Ocean Park or Hong Kong Disney. What? Plus, you can choose 2 of these. A Sham Shui Po foodie tour. I always say that first because it makes me salivate.
My favourite is the Chinese Library Dim Sum Champagne Brunch.
Yes. Is that because of the dim sum or the champagne?
The champagne.
A guided hike, if you're into that sort of thing, that's what I would love. An Aberdeen boat tour, Kill Romance, or a SUP or a kayak beach adventure.
How epic.
I actually might be up for a kayak beach adventure
Could be
soon.
a bit of fun.
Now, Kate, we don't want to make you nervous, but, get through the next 2 and you're on your way. How are you feeling?
I'm so nervous, Chrissy.
Okay, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. That's what I tell my kids.
Today, Kate, you are up against Courtney. Hi, Courtney.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I am going to read you the rules. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We've got 2 of you on the line. The first person to correctly identify the Chinese/Cantonese dish that I'm going to read the ingredients for will play again tomorrow and walk away with the prize. Are you ready, girls?
Yeah.
Buzz in with your names when you know the dish.
First of all, I'm going to prep my egg noodles. And then we're going to organise some bok choy, blanch it quickly, chop some spring onions, find your star anise, grab some brown sugar, some soy sauce, some fermented bean and chilli paste, fancy, 6 spring onions, some ginger, all standard, garlic. Then we're going to get my favourite, half a cup of Chinese Shaoxing wine. And then we're going to prep our beef chuck steak, a boneless beef shank, and 4 cups. Yes? Yes, Kate?
Beef fried noodles. I don't know what the
No.
Cantonese name is.
Now, you have guessed wrong, but you just keep going, Kate, as if that didn't happen, okay?
Yeah.
So we've got our noodles, and then we've got our beef, got our veggies. Here, we need a litre of beef stock. And then we're going to need some fresh tomato cut into wedges to put on the top. Then we're going to grab those spring onions that we chopped up, and we're going to sprinkle them.
Courtney.
Courtney?
Yes, Courtney.
I don't know, a beef noodle soup.
That's it, Courtney. You are our carryover champ for tomorrow.
Oh, it's brutal. We will catch up with you tomorrow, Courtney. Best of luck.
Thank you.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
So much to discuss already.
SMTD.
So Rob Schneider, you would know him from The Animal and Juice Bigelow from the 90s, I guess, 80s and 90s. He had a daughter called Elle King. She is still his daughter. And you will know her from this song.
I had no idea.
Didn't you?
No.
She's so great. I follow her on Instagram.
She's been in Nova's Red Room.
Has she?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, she's a really cool girl, and I love watching her on Instagram. And because she's cool, I assumed her dad was also cool, Rob Schneider.
And Swanee, I remember as a kid watching Juice Bigelow like when I shouldn't have been. And I would have picked him to be a nice dude even off camera. Like, he gives across this aura.
Even earlier this week, we watched a little snippet of him. He was the
50
person that married Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler in 50 First
Yes.
Dates. Anyway, that they've had a very weird and they call it toxic relationship. And Elle King has sat down for a podcast, and she's of the age now. She's got a kid of her own. She's not hiding any secrets.
I was like a really, really heavy child. My dad sent me to fat camp. And then I got in trouble one year because I sprained my ankle and I didn't lose any weight. Very toxic and very silly. I had already started getting tattooed and it was like 108 degrees. So I was having to wear sweaters because my dad was like very anti-tattoos or like any form of self-expression that differed from what he wanted.
Ooh.
What an asshole.
I know. Well, I will talk about my thoughts on this in a second, but Rob Schneider has then sat down for a podcast of his own and wanted to cover
I want
this.
to just tell my daughter, Elle, I love you. And I wish I was the father in my 20s that you needed. I feel terrible, and I just want you to know that I don't take anything you say personally.
What?
He was doing so well until that last one. But here's the thing. The body stuff is hard because that was the 90s and every parent did that to every child.
Because is that just how they were brought up?
That's just what happened. I mean, I was in like public weighing clubs from the age of 10.
That is so traumatic.
I know. See, but I don't blame anyone for that because they weren't doing it to be mean.
They just thought that's what they
That
did.
was what you did. That was what you did.
And
you
you know
counted
what?
your bread exchanges and you weighed your poached chicken at
Wow.
10. All of that. But that's just what happened.
And I guess him being in the industry and being in Hollywood, he would have been around it even furthermore.
Of course, of course. So yes, it is diabolically wrong and sets up so many bad relationships with food and yourself and your self-esteem and all of that. But I don't think it's the parents' fault. I think it's society's problem.
I think maybe now, though, Elle and Rob maybe need to go have a coffee or
Oh, no, I think
burger
that's
in and
over.
out.
I think that's over.
But
I
really?
think,
Why are they still talking about it to everyone?
Well, I think they're very different people, and that's okay too. All right, a lollipop man has been banned from giving high fives to the kids that he, allows to cross the road, and I am devastated for him.
That is so sad.
It is. I'm sorry, but the lollipop man is like the highlight of the day.
It sets your day up. I remember as a kid high-fiving Jeff every morning. And it was just it's just you knew your day had started and he'd give you a smile and a high five.
There was one parent who complained.
Oh.
Who? Why? And how could you live with yourself to make that call? Whenever I hear things like that, I think, I wonder what that call sounded like. Like, oh, hi, Mr. Highgrove, the principal. I just want to talk to you about the high-fiving on the... I mean, who would... I just can't imagine.
But not only that, Swanee, but who would listen to just one parent? That school
agree.
principal should have said, listen, Karen, pull your kid out of the school.
Yes.
And find a school without a crossing.
Yes.
And a little pedestrian man.
Yes.
Bye, Karen.
And then...
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Halfway through the show, Jack, do you need me to do a little grease and oil change for you, or are you coping?
I'm all right. I've just had a DC. It's Thursday, my favourite day of the week. I'm feeling good.
I've got to do a deep dive for you on why Monday is now the best day of the week.
We forgot to do that on this Monday.
I'll explain it next week. Sweeping statements is coming up. I've got one that may embarrass people that are trying to show off.
Okay, great. I can't wait. But next, Swanee, Chrissy's Quizzy. It is a spotlight voucher in the bum bag
Yes,
today.
it is still book week somewhere, my friends.
I remember who I was thinking of yesterday, the big red thing. Clifford the dog.
Oh, Clifford the big red
Yes.
dog. I loved that story.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
And let's talk book week.
Spotlight is the home of Book Week costumes and DIY for your favourite characters. Plus, VIPs save 20 to 30% off costumes and accessories. Visit spotlightstores.com. Chrissy's Quizzy.
Yeah, we've got the bum bag as usual, but today we've got a $200 Spotlight voucher stuck in there, and we've got a real life man on the phone. Hello, Scott.
Hi, how you going?
Scott, are you? Do you even know what Book Week is? I think it's generally not a dad's forte.
I did have an ex-partner with some kids, so I'm all over it.
What did you ever help with a costume?
Of course.
What was your favourite?
We've had Spider-Man, Batman, various things.
Well, I know you're lying because if you'd said, "Where's Wally?" then I would have known that you'd done Book Week, Scott. But good luck with the bum bag anyway. Hi, Joanne.
Hi.
Hi. Now, your son dressed up as someone controversial for Book Week.
Yeah.
Why? What? Who was it?
Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear. If my kids had come to me and said, "I want to go as Buzz Lightyear," I would have said, "It's not a book."
Oh, wow. You go hard.
Well, I say that, but I have been known to, retrospectively find a book to fit the costume.
Yeah, smart.
So you can find a book with Buzz Lightyear in it. All right, let's see who's going to walk away with this $200 Spotlight voucher. Your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game. Good luck. Question number 1. Season 4 of Emily in What returns to Netflix today? Emily in Paris. Question number 2. When it comes to Book Week, Clifford is a big red what?
Joanne.
Dog. Correct. Or in my dog Murphy's case, lipstick.
How did Murphy go last night after returning from the pound?
Oh, man, he looked at me like, you don't know the trouble I've seen.
But did you look at him and say, well, don't follow me out of the driveway, mate, when I'm driving to work?
I said, unpack the dishwasher and start working off that $627. Question number 3.
If not, run away and don't come back.
Ben, you know that I love that dog. Ben Affleck is celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday. Can you name one film he's been in?
Scott.
Yes, Scotty.
The Accountant.
It's not on my list, but yes.
That's sure.
Is it one? I don't know.
Yeah, I love that film.
Question number 4. It's been announced that Missy Higgins will be inducted into what later this year? Missy Higgins. Yes, Scott.
Music Hall of Fame.
Correct. ARIA Hall of Fame. What's the
Scott.
score?
2 points to Scott, 1 to Joanne. Question 5 is for the win, Scott.
Now, hopefully you either send or read a lot of text messages because the acronym LMK stands for...
Joanne.
Joe.
Let me know.
Correct.
A tiebreaker, Swanee.
Oh, are we ready?
Question number 6 for the win, Joe and Scott.
Border collies are traditionally used by farms to do what?
Joanne.
Scott.
Yes, Joanne, for the win.
Herd sheep.
Correct.
Oh my god.
They go like greased lightning at the dog parks, those border collies.
Don't they?
Oof.
And they're very smart.
They're very smart. They're
They
very
are.
smart.
Unlike Murphy Swanee's dog. It's a cavoodle and it's silly.
You've got yourself a bum bag and a $200 Spotlight voucher. Well done, Joanne.
We'll be playing again tomorrow. There'll be another Spotlight voucher in that bum bag.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, I can't wait any longer. That's Troy Sivan, and that means we've got some very excited people waiting.
All new Suzuki Swift Hybrid is here. Australia's best value hybrid. Win $20,000. A brand new Suzuki Swift Hybrid.
And a star.
Hey, what's up? This is Troy Sivan. See me live. Your chance to win only with Nova.
Yes, thank you, Troy, and sorry for talking over you a little bit there. Cash, car and a star. Cash, of course, $20K. The star, Troy Sivan, go to New York City and see him. But, oh, my God, the car.
Brum, brum.
Suzuki Hybrid. I've got a hybrid. You will not believe how long you can drive on them on a tank of fuel, let me tell you. I get at least a month to 6 weeks out of one tank.
Really?
Yes.
That's elite. You'd be saving so much cash.
Correct. You're going to want this car. Addison, hopefully you get this car.
Hi, hopefully.
You are in the draw for cash, car and a star, as are you, Rachel.
Woohoo!
I know.
That's exciting.
It's so exciting. And last but not least, Sammy, it's you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Chrissy.
Oh, good luck. You've got a very sexy voice.
Yeah.
It's time for sweeping statements.
Swans Sweeping Statements.
Oh, yeah, I am chomping at the bit to get this done today. 13, 24, 10. What is your unpopular opinion? I've been collecting them as I go along and I've got 3 to get through, but I'll only do one today, and that is this. It is probably an unpopular opinion and an embarrassing one for most people because I'm a bloodhound. I can tell about smells straight away.
You've always been really good at that.
I know what Aesop or Aesop, how do you pronounce that? A-E-S.
I say it Aesop.
Aesop.
Yeah.
I know what the specific Aesop Mandarin
drop?
hand wash smells like. What do you say, poo drops?
I love an Aesop poo drop.
They really work so
They're
well.
fantastic and look fantastic on top of a toilet.
Yes, but this is what they do look fantastic, and this is my thing. I've washed my hands many times at many friends' houses and many cafes, and I would say 1 time out of 100 in that Aesop pump is the actual Aesop hand wash.
Oh.
I think that everyone is buying it once and cashing in on how bougie they look with it, and they're filling it with $2 Palmolive from the supermarket.
And are you for or against that?
I've done it myself. So therefore I am for it.
Okay.
But that is cheating.
It is cheating. I've only ever done it twice.
I did not think that you would be that
Yeah,
person.
no, I've done it a couple of times when I've really, given it a crack that month. I'm like, nah, mate. Probably pass on the Aesop.
Do you buy it?
Yeah. I really love the smell of it, and I think Aesop's a great product.
Yes, it is, but do you know how much it costs?
Yeah, but,
How much does it cost, say it?
it's $60 for the hand soap.
Do you know how much one from the supermarket is? About $4.
$2. Yeah, I know, but also I'm one dude in an ensuite. I can make that last. Do you know what I mean?
13, 24, 10, what is your unpopular opinion?
I don't know if I should do the one I just said off
Do
there. Okay. Are you sure? Because it's...
Yes, I'll back you
All
up.
right. This sounds un-Australian, but all of our athletes are currently returning home from Paris, and I'm loving hearing their stories in
Welcome
the
home.
interviews.
Mhm.
Welcome home.
Yep.
They did a massive arrival at Sydney Airport. Great to hear from them. Great to hear about the, terrible beds they slept on. What I probably don't need to hear from, and the people I don't need to hear from,
All over TV and radio.
the sisters, the girlfriends,
The brothers.
the boyfriends,
The parents.
the grandparents.
I'm going to go so far as to say the coaches.
Me too, Swanee.
Can I tell you, I turn it off immediately. It's like, were you there in the sand, risking life and limb? No.
No, you were on your freedom couch like the rest of us.
Couldn't care less.
And they just sometimes aren't media trained to speak, and
I
I'm
mean,
just like, I feel bad for them.
Is it un-Australian? Because if it is, then fine.
I know.
I don't want to hear from them.
Yeah.
I don't care.
We're going to get trolled. Slide in at the Chrissy Swan Show.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's do this.
Swan's sweeping statements.
Yes, unpopular opinions. We love them. Give us a call, 13 24 10. May be a Priceline Pharmacy voucher with your name on it. I've said that 99 out of 100 of the Aesop fancy hand wash bottles in bathrooms all over this fair city country are full of inferior soap, and only the outside is fancy.
Yeah.
And I know this because I've done it
Yes.
many times.
I don't know if that's a sweeping statement, though.
Okay, my unpopular opinion is this. I know you haven't bought the expensive hand wash.
Good. I like that.
I know you haven't bought the expensive hand wash.
And I may be un-Australian for saying this, but I don't need to hear from all of our Olympians, parents and sisters and brothers and boyfriends and girlfriends in media interviews. I just need to hear from the athlete themselves.
I agree with you.
Because Auntie Jo's never done media. She doesn't need to speak. She doesn't know what she's saying.
And also, Auntie Jo has never won a medal.
No, yeah, correct.
Like, that's the important thing. Hello, Serena. Hello, Serena.
Hello.
Hi, what do you think about filling a fancy hand wash bottle with cheap soap?
Oh, well, I think my sweeping statement would be it's totally okay to fill an Aesop bottle with any soap you want if it's not Aesop.
You don't think, though, here's the thing.
The integrity of the brand.
But I don't care about the integrity of the brand. What I care about is that I get excited when I see the Aesop hand wash bottle in somebody's house. I go, oh, this is going to be a beautiful moment. And then I squeeze it out and it's not.
There's no granulars.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, do you get the granular one?
Yeah,
God,
I
you're
love
fancy.
the granular.
Serena, don't you think you owe it to your guests to give them what's in the bottle?
Oh, look, I think it's the smell that counts.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So you just need to ensure it's a good smelling scent of the soap.
Yes.
Nothing smells as good as these.
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Serena.
Stephanie, what is your sweeping statement?
That French fries are better with mayo as opposed to tomato sauce.
Hard agree.
No, gross.
I would never. I'm going to go. Stephanie, do you ever order tomato sauce on the side or use the tomato sauce that comes with the chips when you order them?
Never.
Never.
No.
Really?
Never. Always
No.
mayo.
It's Europeans. We all have it with mayo.
Yes, we're so European, Stephanie.
Yes, we are.
What is your favourite mayonnaise?
The Kewpie mayo, because it's not as sweet, but that's just me.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, and I hear you, and I say go and try Tomy. You'll lose your mind. THOMY.
Oh, yes, that's a good one too.
It's a good one.
Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Steph. Let's go to Jasmine.
You got to get onto the mayo on your fries.
No, I've tried
the
it.
best.
It's just, no, it's annoying. It actually frustrates me because I'm always having to ask for tomato sauce. We're in Australia. Give me my fry with some tomato sauce, not an aioli, not mayo.
Oh my
really,
God. Well,
yeah,
are you
works me up.
Australian or are you un-Australian? Because your sweeping statement
I know.
infers that you are un-Australian.
I'm a walking contradiction.
Hello, Jasmine.
Hello.
Hi, what's your sweeping statement?
My sweeping statement is that you should always cheer for the opposition team when you're playing sport.
All right, at what point?
Like whenever they score a goal or a point or whatever it is. Like I play AFL. Last week I tried that after the opposition kicked a goal. They got so confused they thought it was their own team kicking for them. They're all out of sorts. And then they kicked the ball the wrong way 3 times in a row and we scored a goal.
So you're not doing it with good intentions, Jasmine.
Well, I mean, you'll never get told that you're being unsportsmanlike, so I think it's a win-win.
That's very smart,
I like
actually. Well done. Priceline Pharmacy voucher for you, Jazz. And last but not least, Shannon, hello. Oh, no, we're going to go.
Hi.
Yes. Hello, Shannon. What's your sweeping statement?
Mine is when I hate it when people wave when they're walking across a pedestrian crossing. They wave at me, but I have to stop. Like, I'm
But they're
doing it out
waving.
of the kindness of my heart.
I know what you mean, but they're waving at you because you didn't kill them and they're grateful.
But maybe I would just keep driving. Legally have to stop.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
I mean, sue me, but I love Robbie Williams, all right?
Yeah, okay, I get it.
I've
I get
tested
it.
positive for Robbie. Oh, man. Have you seen this man live
I
perform?
have. I saw him, was it last year or the year before when he was in Melbourne?
Yeah.
But remember I found him it was like a pantomime. Everything was like, poor Robbie. And then he was doing all these annoying actions. And I was kind of like, oh.
I think we left it too late to see him because I hadn't seen him either. And I saw him recently when he was filming the opening scene to his biopic.
Yes. I saw that one as well. I've seen him twice.
That sort of went nowhere.
I know.
Nobody want to watch it?
No.
Anyway, he is, I love him. And make sure that you have kids ready with our girl Kylie because it is a great song. What a song. Is it your favourite?
My favourite, and because my sister and I used to do the choreo to this when I was a kid. I know, and give mum and dad do a concert to this song.
Oh, how cute.
I know. So I love this song.
Oh my God, I would give anything
I know
to
you
see
would.
it. And just seeing David going, Wendy, do you think he might be? Anyway, so Robbie is feeling very grateful after renewing his wedding vows with Ada Field, his wife.
Gross.
Now, I am talking about this specifically because I want to hear your sassy take on renewing of vows.
You've already had the wedding. You've got married. You don't need to renew vows, guys.
I am still for it, and I know it surprises you. I think it's lovely. I think it almost means more than the wedding, than the original wedding.
But my thing is, Swanee, you can just sort of realign and discuss your values as the relationship goes on. You could do that on the couch on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, but you could do that for an initial wedding too.
Nah, but you got to have... I'm on a party. Got to throw a party for your mates.
That's true. And look, they don't... Do they do renewal vow parties? No.
No. So I think, no, you know what they do? Insufferable Instagram posts saying I've renewed my vows in Bali.
This is exactly what this is. A line that I wanted to share with you from the article was how he goes, I've got a new smile and a new pink jacket and stuff. And by the new smile, he means that he's got a brand new set of veneers. Now, this is the line that I wanted to run past you. It says, he's replaced his teeth after 3 decades of wear and tear, which I get it. In addition to years of not brushing his teeth.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Wait, he's admitted
so it
this.
says, he says, he's used them as a bottle opener. He's had too much coffee, coke abuse. Years of not brushing his teeth.
That is just so gross.
I mean, please explain.
How has his wife been with him?
Well, when they went on to talk about their first date, and on the very first date, he had one shoe on and was clucking like a chicken. And she's like, well,
Cook
at
chalk.
least I've seen him when he's off the wagon. It can't get worse than this.
Also, when he was in the early single days of his career, he would hook up with a lot of his fans. You'd think that like a fan would have gone and given that story to Woman's Day or something and been like, oi, Pash Robbie on the weekend, stinking breath.
Like cheese in there. Ooh. Yuck. All right, let's move on to this very dark story. Basically, it's beware of what you tick on the boxes when you sign up for a free month's trial subscription. I've done that so many times with everything.
I've ever read the T's and C's, Swanee.
Never read it. Tick it and move on. Choose an avatar.
Correct.
You know, that's the exciting part. But a poor woman passed away at Disney World because she was deeply allergic to nuts. And she had a nut and passed away. Very, very sad. And her husband was trying to sue for a wrongful death because they'd checked and checked. You know, are there any allergens in here? They'd been told no. Anyway, there was, and they've tried to sue for, compensation.
Yeah.
And they've been told that you ticked a box in 2019 when you signed up for a 1-month free trial on Disney Plus. And in those terms and conditions is a clause that says you can't press charges.
Now, I know this is really sick and twisted, Swanee, but I kind of am impressed that Disney have this level of legality and BS in their T's and C's to think of this.
I know. It's like I imagine opening up the main office at Disney World and Ursula is there going,
this is why we did this.
Yeah.
That poor bloke must be like, wait, what?
I mean, it seems out of character, I'll be honest.
Anyway.
Hopefully they can work it out.
Hey, we are done. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next. It's Quick Draw Day. We're back tomorrow, Swanee, for the last day of Chrissy's dumpling discovery. I don't think I can go rogue again and say, let's do this for another week.
No. Let's not.
So tomorrow, someone is going to win.
And I am going to have chili wontons.
Yum!
So everyone wins.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.